Yeah, whatever. Hello, welcome to my new LP, a visual novel set in the dark sci-fi world. It's Bionic Heart 2, bitches. Yes, and unlike my first Bionic Heart, unlike the first game, I'm not going to gabble on too much. This was annoyance for a lot of people, so I'm just going to start the game after about a minute talking. I think this was supposed to be released in March, and so it was released in April, so it was a bit late, but I got it in the beta testing. I knew I was going to get this one, because I played the first one. It's changed a bit. There isn't any voiceovers in it, which I find annoying, which means I'm going to have to read all the text to you, or you can read it, but it's more fun if I read it, so we can go through it together. Therefore, it might take me a bit longer to get through this game as opposed to the first game, because it's got no voiceovers. It's something I miss in this game, and they've also changed the art direction. I like the old art direction better. The new art direction is more like, the characters seem more feminine. Also, you can play different characters like Tanya herself. And I miss like Luke's pervy voice in it. I'm going to be mostly playing this blind because I haven't completed it myself, so I'm just as new to this as you are, so, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Of course it's going to be a bit pervy, but not too much pervy, like, maybe like slightly pervy, but not excessively, so that I don't get banned on YouTube. So yeah. Let's continue. This is Bionic Heart 2. Let's start a new game. Act 1, a new beginning. This is different. Since we started in London with the first game, Tanya, Scotland Yard Police Station. You can choose to play. You can choose if to play with. That doesn't make sense. I'm always correcting its grammar in games. Kind of looks like Microsoft Paint, that chair, or like Microsoft Bob. Yeah. You can choose to play with parallel plots or not. With this option enabled, if you end Earth or Mars plots, the other one will continue. Without this option, whenever the story ends, the game will end too. I think we're going to play the parallel, because we want a longer experience. Yes. I will read the intro. It's been approximately 20... Oh yeah, this game starts... Bionic Heart, the original, had about 24 different endings, I think. I put a load up in the last video of the first Bionic Heart game, if you want to look that up. I didn't do all 24, I didn't get through all 24, but I put quite a lot of the endings up. And one of them was where you ended up going to Mars. And this game follows up from you going to Mars. So basically, from the first game, the start of it is kind of takes that ending, regardless of the other endings you took in the first game. It's been approximately 20 minutes and 57 seconds since I was brought here. I've made 3 separate attempts at breaking the handcuffs around my wrists. That doesn't sound good. Unfortunately, it seems that I can't, even though I should be able to. My energy level must have dropped beyond a certain point where I can no longer access all of my strength. That's more than inconvenient. Then again, thinking about the last few days were quite a few things that must have drained a lot of energy. Taking out Julia, for instance. Yes, we remember Julia Storm from the first game. She is a maniac. Helping Luke and his friends escape from her was the right thing to do, though. And I wouldn't have done it differently. Not even if I had known I'd end up here. Nevertheless, it certainly hasn't been wise to exhaust what remains of my power reserve. Yes, do remember Tanya is a robot of sorts. Thinking of Luke, I cannot help could feel a smile tugging at the corner of my lips. Oh yes. Because remember, it was a bit pervy last time round, and they kind of got it on, but didn't. Yeah. So, I'm just searching to turn all my kind of electrical devices and stuff off, apart from my computer, which I obviously got on here. Yes. The expression on his face when he first met me, that had been quite something. Oh, I bet, Tanya, I bet. And who could blame him? Half my face had been torn off and my insides were completely exposed. I feel like I'm reading a graphic novel. Despite the trouble I gave him, he agreed to help me discover who I am and why a mere robot like me can remember the world before the permanent rain. Yeah, because in the first game, I said that, like, there was a permanent rain everywhere for some reason, set in the future. I can't remember how long it's set in the future. I think it's like 2033 or something like that. Not really far away, but far away enough to kind of like make it kind of sci-fi. Luke was in the perfect position to investigate, for he was a high-ranking employee of nanotech technology, the world's largest and most powerful nanotechnology conglomerate. Yeah, that's it. Tongue-tied there. He eventually learned that I was, in fact, a human brain housed in an android body. Oh, the irony. However, the discovery came at a heavy price. Nanotech proved more insidious than either of us expected. Ooh, like we didn't know that. By having a policy of spying on their own employees, they soon became aware of Luke's actions. The labs of Nanotech promptly reacted and cranked out another android like me, Julia Storm. Julia had a straightforward directive. She was to seduce Tom, Luke's best friend, who was also pervy. Even more so, I think, because he was after Helen in the first game, who was notorious for having a weakness for beautiful women, i.e. a pervert. Her mission had been to take advantage of her relationship with Tom and approach Luke and, by extension, me. Fortunately, I managed to overcome and terminate Julia when she came into Luke's flat. Nevertheless, I knew that the victory was slight, and, most certainly, momentary. It would doubtlessly not be... I feel like I'm reading a book here. Long before Nanotech sent more of them after me. They certainly weren't lacking the resources. I knew that Luke, Tom, and also Luke's girlfriend-ish, Helen, who's crazy, even more crazy than Tanya, had only one chance to escape the long reaches of Nanotech. I immediately told them to leave for the spaceport as soon as possible and help them board a craft headed for the secret human colony on Mars using forged identifications that I organized. Yeah, Tanya, yeah. Not good. Forging things, not good, dear. However, seeing them escape safely had lulled me into a false sense of security, like you do. I should have realized that it could not have been as easy as I had hoped it to be. Police were already prepared to apprehend me at the spaceport, and I had no escape route. I still hope that, at the very least, Luke, Tom, and Helen have made it to Mars safely. But a small part of me wishes they weren't all alone, and certainly not in one of Scotland Yard's many interrogation rooms. I've never been to an interrogation room before, but I can make an educated guess that they are all as plain as that one. Don't you mean this one? I think that's the point of these rooms. The door opens to reveal two police officers who arrested me earlier. The names are Officer Robert Carson and Officer Tina Gomez, if I read their name tags correctly, and we remember them from the first game. Well, at least I'm no longer alone. Robert Carson. Ready for questioning, miss? Oh wow, showing our true colours now, are we, Rob? What are you talking about? You were awfully polite to her earlier. I've never seen you this nice towards someone we've apprehended. That isn't true. Deny it all you like, Robert, but you know I'm right this time. You're just an old... That's enough. Can we just get back to work? Tina smiles cheekily at a flustered Robert. Each choice of the game matters. Some choices shape the character's personality. There's no such thing as personality. It is a mental construct, if you work that out yourself. Won't go into it. Others change what people think of you. As the game progresses, some paths / scenes will change based on your choices. Robert. Miss Tanya Vanek, is it? That is correct. Alright. The personal information form you filled out is conspicuously devoid of details, Miss Vanek. That's because I'm a mysterious and charming person. Oh yes. How about you let me do my job, Miss Vanek? And I won't... I was hoping that you'd just start doing that, sir. Robert looks like he's about to pop a vein. Or a pill. He needs one. Take a Xanax, bitch. He takes a deep breath and attempts to smile, clearly trying to reorientate himself. Alright, Miss Vanek. Let's just ignore the form for now and move on to the next question. What were you doing at the spaceport? I was under the impression that the spaceport is a public place. Has that changed since I last checked? Or has it now been declared a crime for innocent citizens to be in public places? Yeah, bitch. Robert growls. Of course not, Miss Vanek. I smile sweetly. I suppose it's now my turn to inquire? If I was not at fault, why was I arrested as if I'd done something wrong? A warrant for your arrest was issued nationwide days ago. Ooh, this is a hard decision to make. There we go. Do you even know why I'm wanted? Or are there just two of you lapdogs of the rich, just like the rest of the police force? I beg your pardon? If I were more easily offended, I'd slap you for that, Miss Vanek. Oh, please do it. Maybe that will remind you that we are police officers, not enforcers for London's upper class. I snort loudly at the comment. I find that there is little, if any, distinction between the two. What do you mean by that? I roll my eyes and do my best to shrug my shoulders. It's not exactly easy to do when your hands are cuffed together. The reason I'm wanted is for not about breaking the law. I haven't done anything illegal. Richard Mere IV wants me captured, and his word is law. Richard Mere, the billionaire? Another character from the first game. Kinda had piles like that other professor did, whatever his name was. Is there anyone else of that name? Or of that obnoxious personality either? Yeah, he was pretty obnoxious, Tanya. You were right about that. Even if you're wrong about other things. What does this have to do with Mr. Mia? Open their eyes. What doesn't? Details, miss. If you want us to believe your allegations, you're gonna have to give us a few of them. Really? It isn't rocket science. Remember that dead starlet from last year's Midsummer Festival? You mean the suicide? Suicide by choking yourself to death with a cable? The coroner wrote something about her dying during some autoerotic practices. Like some kind of Roman thing. What if I saw her together with Donald Barrow, Mia's CEO earlier that day? What as if they looked as though they were going to spend the night together? You mean Mr. Barrow could have... The police never questioned him. Mia made sure they'd leave him alone. He has most of the police in his pocket, and he's after me now. Robert shakes his head vigorously. I don't believe you. She's obviously lying, Tina. Tina's silence indicates that she has other thoughts. Hopefully, naughty ones. Come on, Rob. We both had our doubts. Robert takes one look at the poorly concealed expression of smugness on my face before pulling Tina to a far corner to resume their conversation. Not that it matters. Luckily, neither of them is aware of my enhanced hearing. Of my hearing aid. You can't take her words at face value, Tina. Suspects will say anything to get free. It doesn't sound baseless, Rob. We both suspected something. Maybe this is concrete evidence at last. I don't know, Tina. Such widespread corruption shouldn't have gone unnoticed for so long. That just goes to show how bad the situation is. Fine. Let's assume that you're right to trust the suspect. We still have a job to do, and we need to do it. I don't know if we're going to do it, Rob. Not if there's a possibility that she's truly innocent. Tina, we've dealt with people who've turned out to be innocent before. This is no time to lose your professionalism. This is a matter of principle, Rob. Principle or not, who are we to pass judgment? We're police officers, that's all we are, and that's the job we do. Which side do you really want to take, Rob? Professionalism or principle? That's an unfair question, Tina. Besides, what do you suggest we do in this case? Let her go? That is not an option. I'm not sure. To be honest, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic about letting her go. What do you think of that? I saw how you looked at her. Ooh, Robert blushes. You're seeing things. Tina rolls her eyes. How about I let your fiancée know, and she can decide whether I'm seeing anything or not, Just as their banter is about to take the turn for worse, which honestly I doubt that is even possible at this point, a policeman barges into the room and blurts out something about a fire that has broken out in the archive room. Robert and Tina quickly decide that one of them should stay to finish interrogating their suspect. During the game, you'll encounter some key scenes like the one about to play, called the social boss fight. Yeah, I've heard about this. It is a new prototype in this game, which is funny. I have actually done this first one, but not any of the others. Here you'll need to reach 100% of the goal, choosing the right dialogue options. If you fail, you'll see a game over ending, but the game will be saved automatically, so you can retry the scene from the beginning. Yeah, you can't save during these social boss fights, and it's fucking annoying. I realise that this could be my chance to escape. If I stay under arrest for much longer, a nanotech representative will undoubtedly arrive to retrieve me. I could take advantage of Robert's attraction to me. Aha! One of my brain cells is finally lit up after 5 minutes of fucking reading and doing stuff. What is this? An interview with me or some kind of argument between the two of you who are really lovers and fucking brother and sister in an incestuous relationship and all this stuff that I kind of probably have some bondage things that I don't know what's going on. Lady, we only need to sort this out quickly, and then it's obvious you're not going to sort this out as long as I'm in the room because you're fucking distracted. Because I have a nice ass. Huh? Come on, even you must have noticed that she is jealous of me. What? How? I mean, what are you implying? It's obvious the two of you are in a relationship with each other, and she thinks that you are lusting for me. Woo! Alright, now you're going too far. And you're not giving me a fair chance. We'll give you a fair chance if you would finally cooperate and tell us more than those unfounded suspicions. Then leave me alone with your partner, and I will cooperate. Inverted commas. Me? Leave? Why? She wants to be alone with him, that's why. Tina looks appropriately suspicious. To prove that you're not just jealous of me, to prove me wrong. The two exchange looks. Alright, I'm leaving, but I won't be far. If you need me, Rob, call me, darling. Yeah, I'll just call for you. Alright, Miss Vanek, let us continue. Here we go, and the music's changed. I'm gonna claim to be hot, that's a good one. Ooh, isn't hot in here? The temperature here is regulated by a supercomputer, Miss Vanek. God, he's so dorky. It always keeps everything at comfortable level. It controls heat, humidity, you name it. Now, if you're done stalling, what were... tell him you're happy to be alone with him. Woo! Oh, I've done well there. 21% now. I'm so glad you decided to stay with me. Robert smiles and questions me, willing to put her prior belligerence out of his mind. I'm just doing my job, Miss Manic. Please, call me Tanya. Ooh. And now that pesky woman's out of the way, we can finally get to one another a little better. I'll slip into something more comfortable, bitch. Robert swallows audibly. I don't think that would be appropriate, Miss Bionic. Talk about his uniform. Woo! This is easy. I jut my chest down a little, smirking the way Robert's eyes widen. Was it naughty of me to request such a thing, sir? Naughty? Oh, you don't think it was naughty of me? I don't quite understand, Miss Bionic. I bet girls throw themselves at you all the time, don't they? Robert looks quite a bit flustered. Well, I mean a man in uniform. That's really attractive, isn't it? Robert runs his hands shakily down the front of his shirt like a perv. Claim to be hot. Oh, it's hot in here. Yeah, okay, we've been through this. Right, okay. Let's touch his leg. Huh? I smell sweetly. I'm sorry. Be careful. Has to be interrogated by Tina to have a threesome. I've changed my mind. I want to talk to Agent Tina. That's Agent Gomez for you. And no, she's gone, and now you talk to me. Get him to move closer. Hold it, what are you trying to do? Shit, I'm gonna like fuck this up. Oh, excite him more aggressively. Ooh! 59. I believe bad girls deserve a spanking, don't you, officer? Oh my god. Ass spanking. I bite my bottom lip coyly. If I'd been naughty, wouldn't you discipline me? I'm hot again. Woo! I feel so hot in here. It's your fault, you know. What? Watching you in that outfit, imagining you spanking me. I bring my hands up to the hem of my top. I lean farther back into my chair to warm Robert a more unobstructed view. It's okay, isn't it? What is? I slowly roll my top upward, exposing more of my belly button. Robert starts shaking in his chair as he eyes my hands intently. Oh, touch his leg. Alright, no, yeah, whatever. Get him to move closer. Woo, 100. I've defeated him this time. But I'm still so hot, sir. That's none of my business. Oh, please, just feel my forehead. I think I have a fever. Robert looks unsure. Please, sir. Fine, but no more delaying after this. Robert leans across the desk, his tongue unconsciously hairy, wetting his lips as his eyes flicker repeatedly down to my now exposed abdomen. He's merely inches away when his hand finally lands on my forehead. You don't feel hot. Oh, you should bring your hand lower to make sure. Lower? He's like, Hontoni, what? Nerdy? Nandiska? It's like that. He moves his hand down to the side of my neck. Here? Oh, lower, sir. How does that feel, baby? Yeah. Where? Much lower. Like the temperature that's ice cold. Robert's hand moves slowly and steadily towards my boobs. I lean my chair a little more backwards and swing forward as quickly as I can, smashing my forehead. That was like a Pokemon thing where you just a screen. It's like fucking Pikachu, fucking Thunderwave crap. Smashing my forehead against Robert's with great force, I send him crashing to the floor because I have an android head full of metal. I'm a tin head. It seems I was mistaken. I immediately get up and search Robert for the keys to the handcuffs I'm wearing. After awkwardly unlocking the cuffs, I place them on Robert and find a set of access coordinates for the rest of the precinct. I prop the poor chap up against the wall and blow him a kiss, like Miss Piggy. Bye, Crunchy. Bye, Smiley. Bye, Snooky. Before sneaking out of the interrogation room. So where to now? Mars, I think. Now we're playing Luke on a shuttle to Mars, and he looks too girly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just entered the orbit around Mars and are currently preparing to descend towards Helios Planitia. I'm gonna save here. I'll be back in a second. Yes. Right, I'm back. We will land at Athena near Starport in 26 minutes. Please prepare to return to your seats. A colony on Mars, so it's real. Tom always claimed it was, but I didn't believe it until now. If you need to use the bathrooms, now is your last chance before the landing. I didn't believe it when I saw the Mars shuttle. I didn't believe it when I saw the red planet slowly grow through my window. What do you mean grow? Not a fucking fungus. It's a fucking planet, for God's sake. Only now, as we're about to land in less than half an hour, do I believe it's real. The crew of Mars Shuttle Seneca wishes to inform you that you have 5 minutes until you need to fasten your seatbelts. Again, it's like Kylie Minogue light years. Fasten your seatbelts. Tom looks strangely gayer. He's just a straight guy. Has bigger glasses, like those Deirdre glasses on Coronation Street. Earth to Mars in 23 hours, and you even get to stretch your legs a little, because they get cramped sitting so long on the toilet. Jizzing. Amazing, isn't it? I guess so. I mean, the fact that it's possible to travel to Mars is amazing in itself, like the red planet, and seeing Sardonia, the face of Mars, and coming to meteorites, things made of iron instead of carbon and stuff. But that is even reasonably comfortable. Well, I couldn't have done it. I could have done it without being pushed into my seat for 6 hours non-stop after we took off, and then for another 6 hours. For someone well informed about the Mars colony, you know amazingly little about physics. Well, I do know that the shuttle had to accelerate and decelerate at some point, but they should have made it more comfortable. You could have taken the narcotic he offered you. I missed my first time off the planet? Never. Then stop complaining. She's so stingy, no wonder why. You and Helen are having problems, let alone are together because she is a psycho bitch. No comment. Sorry, that came out differently than I meant to, because I'm jealous and like Helen as well, because she is crazy. Seeing her in the first game, she is loopy, man. She's nuts. I don't have an answer and look to Helen instead. She's still snoring her ass off. The narcotic works well on her, thankfully, which stops her talking, because women always talk far too much. We told her that the robotic crew of the shuttle, that she was afraid of flying, and because of that, wanted something that would let her sleep through the trip. The robots didn't ask questions. They performed a quick medical check, like they do. Decided that she was in good enough condition because she was snoring and had her breathe in some fart gas. It was completely chloroformed. Hasn't moved since we took off. Though I think she's slowly coming back now using the fart juice. Her eyes are starting to move behind her lids. She's starting to chant that psychotic crap again. Or is she just dreaming? What's up? You look disturbed. Helen, I think she's waking up. My god, I'm gonna have to talk to her again. My god. Whoa, too early. Yep. Tom quickly presses the service over here button on his seat. Yes, sir? We need to know if another dose of narcotic in row 7. Our friend, the one with flight anxiety, is about to wake up. I'm afraid that's no longer possible, sir. We're about to descend. The crew cannot provide service during the landing procedure. It's cutbacks, don't you know? Staff rations. Oh, damn. What we do? Wait, let me handle this. God, I hope I can handle this. Good thing Helen isn't really afraid to fly. And this at least looks a little like a plane. Helen Hughes! I forgot she was called Helen Hughes. Now she looks like something out of a Jane Austen novel. You know, before she kind of looked feminine, but with man hands and fucking freaky